So she decided to troll the internet by putting up this video here, acting like she was worried about covering a $24 bill at the register. Fish, potato wedges, sauce, bowling, October 14. Let's see if it goes through. Let's just see. Who knows? Let's just see. Let's just.
Hey y'all, welcome in.
Brophy. Hey.
She left. She said, "Time to go." It's the Smoe Show.
What up? What up? What up?
I see
Beautiful people
posting in the store and brokey. The thing is, we never called you broke, boo. You said you was broke. That's what you said. And now you in the store contradicting yourself.
Right. That's why I'm confused. I'm like, you the one that said it.
You trying to reflect from all of this that was actually said about you being a horrible ass friend, and that's what makes me not like you, Simone. Like, you not funny. You ain't never been funny. And then you got the nerve to be a terrible ass friend and use your friends for your clout. Like, don't even look out for them too, and you use them. Your friends talking about how she was pretty much
Went viral.
Oh.
Simone got tired of everybody calling her.
I was in the film. I always be small like Jesus.
I remember that. That's what everybody was talking
Right,
about. Where she was saying,
I was using tissue for a pad. She like Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Then
Didn't give her nothing.
Then
I'm watching you give everything to everybody that you barely even know.
To strangers.
Jesus.
And she was like, you know what? The thing about it is, when it came to the people who really I have that connection with,
Jesus.
I was reluctant. I was nervous. I had,
Jesus.
and her friend was like, you had, and they agreed on it. And it's like, girl, stop. No, tell her who she is, because you trying to like coochie foot around the facts.
Should we watch the original interview?
Let's go to the interview. Y'all, we talking about this B. Simone and her friend. Or no, it's actually not her friend any longer. They used to be best friends, but that was kind of like their separation when they had that conversation.
I would hope so. She came, she had enough people.
And I'm hearing Pretty V fell out with her, and it's also another girl that she was very close with that was the best friend that fell out with her as well. And so they say she be out here destiny swapping.
What does that mean?
Out here trying to be in other people's light so you can pick up their blessings and their whole personality. I've definitely had people do that to me. Don't even rock with me, but I hear you king, queening up the whole place. Trying to steal my swag and have fake energy and everything. Yeah, people be out here really trying to live your life because they aren't comfortable with theirs. Huh?
Energy vampires.
And we only got one life to live. So you mean you trying to live mine? You trying to go double time on them? Not on my watch, baby.
There's no blessing.
It's half past skin. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat.
Hey y'all. One of my minds. Frontier. Welcome in. We about to watch. I'm going through a spiritual battle with B. Simone and
Who go out tonight? Fuck it. When you are called, when you are chosen, your choices in your life and your idea of fun and your decisions, they look different. You have to.
Baby, you're on day what of this fast?
okay, she's fast.
We'll get there. I'm about to unwind, by the way. Y'all, if y'all are listening to the audio, first of all, I'm sorry. It's a lot. But the audio drops every Monday. The visual drops every Tuesday. Listen to the audio. Go watch the visual. I am unwinding.
You like the look.
I am in my BET outfit. I'm about to take off my shoes.
I think they was talking about the look.
My earrings. Her shoes are already off.
It is.
I don't know, different angles.
It's giving George
My
Washington.
favorite place.
I think I like
Yeah,
her
absolutely.
friend. I like the way her friend
LA.
looks a little more than her.
It's like a piece of
I
our
can't
heart.
really see her.
No, it is.
It's
Why is that? But I just think it's the next phase. Like it's next step. Yeah.
It is
Like
giving
you
George
went from
Washington.
the Carolinas. Where'd you come from, Raleigh? Raleigh to Atlanta. It's like
Raleigh to New York.
to New York. Yeah.
Let me think about, I think the last event we did,
See if it's some
I
time
called you
stamps in the
after,
chat.
and I was like, I really want your confidence
Yep.
to come from a place, a secure place,
Yep.
and a place of like
Yep.
Not kind of before, not that I thought you were faking it till you make it, but there are some moments that you have to put on a face. There are some moments that you gotta fake it till you make it to feel it. And I was just like, I don't want you to fake it to make it. I want you to feel the confidence. I want you to be it. And
I don't like that
today
she's not
saw you
said
being
thank
it.
you.
Wow. Yeah, I saw you in the other event when we had our conversation. Yeah. Tell them what you told me. Like, you know. I told you that. What else did I tell you? No, I'm just saying that. Like, you know, you kind of pulled me to the side and were like, basically that. Like, she pulled me to the side and was like, you know, how do you feel? I was like, I was a little nervous. She was like, well, do you feel like you belong here? You were like, do you feel how do you feel confident? I was like, I mean, excuse me. I was like, I think so. And you were like, no, like, I can tell you're like faking it till you make it. Yeah, I could tell you weren't. Yeah. I think this time it was.
Do you know what they talking about? I don't know what.
I think they're talking about like career in general, or something about faking it until you make it. And they're talking about some certain situation, a scenario, because B. Simone was saying, remember, like, when I talked to you, I was nervous, and she's bringing that up as well. Like, how are you nervous when I don't have your confidence? And so they was kind of going through that situation. And like you said, she never said thank you. She didn't even acknowledge when her friend or old friend now was giving her compliments.
Her response was kind of like a deflection. That's where they lost me. I'm like, you didn't acknowledge it, and now what are you talking about?
Exactly. Nothing at all.
She just said it, and then it just was like, absolutely, and then moved on with the conversation.
Like faking it till you make it. Yeah, I could tell you weren't. Yeah. I think this time it was in a Christian space. Yeah.
When she was at the church.
Finding your way in the kingdom part of the entertainment industry. And
she still do that?
This is new. Yeah, she's still in it.
And so I could tell, like,
but they've been calling her because she was there with a blazer and some booty shorts.
Ran with it tonight. I
get preaching, giving a sermon
confidently and boldly.
I missed so much of this stuff. It's like if you're not on it.
Great. And what she was saying earlier, while I'm drinking this water,
I just get
I want a water fast, and I can say that now because by the time y'all see this, I will be off of it. I don't tell people I'm fasting when I want it. Of course, she kind of knows because she's my best friend. She's around me all day, every day. You're withering away. I'm withering away. I'm a freaking frail, and she hasn't seen me eat for 9. Oh God, I broke down last night. You did. We'll talk about that. But I want you to know what happened. But I'm on 9 days of water only. I have Celtic salt in my water, and I do magnesium and potassium, and that's all I have.
Shout out to the 9-day water fast. Listen,
I fast
that's
every month,
important.
but this is the first time this year that I haven't done a 10-day fast. You only did it once before. I did it in 2023 twice.
9 days.
And the third time I tried to do it, I had my answer the first day. I didn't even have to do 10 days. Yeah, I had my answer the first day of my fast.
And you really trying to reset.
This is my first time doing a 10-day water fast. My first time doing a water fast this year.
Like that.
But 10 days, and God's pushing me to 13. I know I'm not going to be off. I said, are you sure? Yes. Last night you were crying your eyes out. I said, did you pray again and ask? So tell them what happened. Walk through that. Yeah, I went out to dinner with a friend, and then I home. You were getting your hair done, and I just looked at you, and you was like, "I'm tired."
What?
And I was like, "I know you're tired." And you just started crying, and I was like, "Do you want to stop?" Like you were like, "No," and I was like, "Are you sure? Did you pray? Like, did you ask me about it again? Maybe he's released it again." And you were like, "No, I'm not released yet." But that's so hard as your friend to watch you go through that. I was like, this is so hard. Oh my God. And it's not even the hungry part. Like you get past hunger. Like I can't say like if I had a pizza in front of me, I'm past the food. Yeah. It's 9 days of water. I'm past the food. It's just like your spirit is yearning for answers. I'm about to cry now. Yeah, I know, me too. I know. It's like you're yearning for God's voice. You're yearning for something to hold. When you fast, your spirits, you're set apart, and you're sensitive, and you're seeking, and you're desiring something of Him. Do you feel like you're getting what you are seeking, or is that where your frustration is? Was that the tears? I feel like today I was weeping in prayer. I was like, God, help me. I woke up, that was my alarm. I can't believe you heard me. I woke up and you were like. going at it. Jazz called and she's like, "Where's
I might
Raven?"
not
We
eat
have a
till
phone
like
call. I was
6
like,
or
"Baby,
7,
it's
but I
been
could
a
be
30
on
minutes. She was in
water.
there well. Wow. Yeah, you were gone.
But
I was like, I'm not going there. Not gonna
I
do it.
haven't done it to the extent of like a whole 24 hours and
All I
then
kept
continuing on
saying
to 48,
was, "Help me,
72,
Jesus,
so
help me,
on and
Jesus,
so
help me,
on.
Jesus. Help me
Me
fight
either.
spiritually. Help
No.
me fight." So
I feel like multiple
my answer
days,
is in
no
what is
food.
happening in the spiritual
I
realm.
mean, everybody gotta do
You
it.
gotta do like
You
you gotta train.
Yeah, you really gotta work yourself up to that. You gotta be ready for that for sure. Like,
My favorite.
that's not just something you wanna hop in and go cold turkey on. You mess around and pass away.
Out. Oh.
Pass out and pass away. Like, because everybody's body is different, so you have to like, yeah, you need to make sure you know
Attacking something you can't see right
what's going on specifically with you, so you can adhere to that and take the proper precautions. But I think fasting is helpful and beautiful for everybody. Like, I think you can go wrong.
I feel like there's been so much financial.
I feel like I want to get to the meat and bones.
Okay, there she go talking about the finances.
Oh.
So maybe it's about to get there.
The budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M. Yeah.
That's so dramatic.
I notice it in me.
We have to go to H&M.
Just nitpicking, and it's not even.
Girl, some people can't even afford H&M.
I was about to say, like, once
kidding me.
you make it to a certain point in your life where you start making statements like that, because there is a group of people that shop in H&M, and they think that's something that
From Rainbow.
Yeah, from somewhere they were shopping at before. So it's like, once you get to that point, whatever spiritual journey you think you on, I don't think you in the spirit of the light. You somewhere else.
Right.
You could be on a spiritual journey, but it don't mean it's a good one.
Exactly.
The liquid. Yeah. I'm used to having liquid. And because I've invested in this app and this platform, I don't have the liquid. I got the money, but not yet. It's coming. I have it in assets. I have it in jewelry. I have it in, but it's like the liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account.
But you're also used to a hustle mentality.
For sure.
And this time when you set out to do the app, you said that you wanted to do something that was legacy.
That's
That
gonna
have
have
longevity.
Not
That
quick.
Yes,
I don't want it. I don't want it quick, and I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I know that. I believe in what we're building.
Yeah.
But I think that that's what I'm finding.
Use the microwave, and this app is a crock pot.
Wow.
And this app is a slow.
Yeah, no, I don't see nobody on here.
Later, but right now.
Come on, welcome back. Welcome in.
And so it just takes time. But you'll have
Watching this B. Simone interview
I know
where she really herself and the dynamic to the friendship. And a lot of people felt for the friend. So going through that, how y'all feeling?
We have a casting call with it, bro. Life changing.
Every girl that's a part of this.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I had major breakthrough moments. She's launching
It's
the
just
app and
so many little things.
talk show
Like
on the app.
the way she just asked that to me is just like
When I
in the
saw
background,
breakthrough
she's like,
moment,
we can't talk about
Like,
this
that's off
and we
the
can't
back
talk
of
about
you.
that, and it's really like she
yeah, you're going through this. Yeah,
And
you
she's
feel like
allowed
you're
to
tired.
do
Yeah,
it.
you got a fast
Exactly.
like she's
Yeah,
just
going
putting
into
their
13.
friendship like it is.
Yes. Yes. You talking about you want to be a Jamie Foxx? What? You in honor at the BET Awards? Well, for sure. This is your
Oh, okay, I
journey.
see her outfit
You
now. That's cute.
Wait, because I did get to see the bottom of it. What was going on there? Was it a
It's like
long
a
dress?
train in the back of a blazer.
Oh,
Dress.
damn. I definitely missed all that.
With 6 grams of prebiotic fiber. Y'all know I don't play about my gut health. It has sip on the juice side of life. Find out where you can try Simply Pop at. Cookurl.com.
Why don't have
What's that picture though?
And that's what I feel like I'm fighting.
Somebody had on their clothes
The
back.
app, where it's coming and this.
And their head was backwards as well. Did you notice
What
that?
we're building, and I
It
don't
was
really
hair.
know.
It wasn't a face.
But the clothes, it was the back of their head because the clothes was on back.
Oh, the clothes was on. It was the back of the head.
People's lives are attached to it. Purpose is attached to it. Mine was
You
attached
said their hair was on backwards?
I was like, their hair was like they fake, like their head was backwards.
Unfortunately, it
That's a
comes
good
with
photographer.
weight. The weight that you carry on your shoulders for that, you gotta carry everybody along.
It's heavy. It's heavy, but you're called. Cause period. You know what you said to me the other day? That I can. It's like
She's never gonna. She's like, this is how you're supposed to talk about me. Yeah.
It was.
She hasn't received.
Oh my God, that is not
I was
the
telling
type of
you,
energy.
what I wanted to do
No.
with
She hasn't
the
reciprocated
girls
on
from the
time.
casting call. I don't want to talk about
Literally.
that yet, but we had a casting
Let's
call
say,
in
girl,
Atlanta,
you
and
too.
women
I've been
from
saying
all over
about
the
you, or
community.
even a thank
return,
you.
I wanna do
like
something
a
with
compliment,
a few
say,
of them.
I feel like this about
And I
you
was like,
too.
Right.
Well, that's what you just
Yes,
said.
I was about to just say. Like, I just.
I said something to you, and I was like,
I'm learning my listening skills and shit.
Wait, where my phone at? Because I wanted to go live.
see this design, I wanna go. I said whatever you said.
Oh, that's your other one?
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
what
nice
Yeah,
one.
thank you. TikTok shop.
You got the link in your
Whatever you say,
on your showcase
you
thing?
don't have to convince me.
No, I need you to put it in there. And I need help with that. I don't even know how to really do that shit.
Girl, wait, before you put that on there, and if anybody else watching in the please. If anybody else is watching in a playback, you go to your profile, scroll over, see showcase, and if you ordered it with this, you got non-profit in your showcase.
I don't know how.
You might have just clicked something and then it asks
Yeah,
you
this
if you
is
wanna-
shit I want. Like, I was trying to get as a damn sample. And they
you
added it to
your
my
page.
showcase.
So when you go to your page, people could buy those non-things.
Wait, is the stick on here?
Yeah, is that?
No, I don't think that's the same stick.
No, it's not. That's a selfie stick. That one.
No, that's different too. They got that red on it. Okay, so I need to find out specifically
That one look the same.
and add it in there. You do look.
Okay. And it move.
Right.
Like that.
So.
Yeah, but that's how you add stuff to your shop.
Okay, just do it like that. Okay. Welcome in if y'all in here, and if not, come on in.
Also, I'm keeping this video, so playback people watch.
Oh.
That's what I like about YouTube. It keeps what you did.
Right. Listen, y'all follow me everywhere at Nisha Nice. Stream the music everywhere at Nisha Nice. NESHANYCEE. That is again NESHANYCEE. NishaNice.com. www.nishanice.com. Nisha Nice everywhere. International Nice, get into it. Shout out to Smoe, Smoe. I know I'm Smoe, but sometimes we just do that. I'll just say the name. And long live Diamond. We love you. We love you. Long live Diamond.
So hard letting go.
And
I'm looking at screen. I just want to get drunk, get a blunt, go binge eat on some food, go out tonight.
wait, you
Fuck it.
go on YouTube real quick and leave
We
a
said
comment.
some other stuff, baby. I was looking at Lucky
Oh.
Day like, nigga.
Oh God, these every couple seconds. What are you using?
What thing? This is YouTube.
But
But
it's
I
the
ain't-
app.
Uh-huh.
It's YouTube app, or
It's just
Safari.
YouTube on the browser.
you need to get
I'm definitely not
YouTube
paying for the
ads.
red.
It's an extension. It's free.
It's
Yeah.
called.
You have to
It's an
leave
ad
your old
remover,
life
or ad blocker.
behind. I thought about it, yes. Am I gonna follow my thoughts? Every thought cannot be an action. Every thought cannot be reality. Every thought cannot take you back to what God delivered you from. Yeah. Deliverance? We talking about drunk driving with niggas that I don't even know. We talking about going to Miami, going to the strip club. I don't know how I got home. But that's why the price of deliverance is so, it costs so much.
Share. We need to
Because in those
share
moments where you
less.
contemplate,
We need to know
should I?
less
You're like,
about. Cause what?
I'm not about to give up one night of joy.
for all of that I just talked
A
about. My favorite.
moment of fleshly,
Absolutely not.
a flesh, what is it?
Absolutely not.
Desire, or when you get fulfilled, fleshly, I don't know the word. When your flesh is fulfilled.
Now she need her to help her with the
to
spirit.
Your destiny, where God is taking you, absolutely not. We back
Basic, I
here
mean,
podcasting.
the way she
I'm about
was.
to wipe this makeup off and lay my ass down. And if she kind of want to go get some food or something, we might go get some food. I might ride with her. I might go meet a friend. But I can't go back to my old lifestyle for a moment of pleasure. That's what I'm trying to say. Fleshly pleasure in the moment. So to answer your question, I think what brought that up was
That was a gem. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your treasure chest open for certain things. It's gonna sometimes be some in family, some gems in between the cubic zirconia.
Who I was in that season, but he is moving you to higher, and when you're chosen, you have to make decisions. What did you say? Somebody else is losing your life.
Oh my God, you don't have control of your life.
Dang,
We were
where'd you
talking
find
about the awards, like we wish we could go out, we wish we could do that.
this long?
I don't even
You're
know.
submitting to somebody, checking in with my husband, or you're not checking in with your man. You're submitting to God, and you're checking, God, can I do that? God, you don't. It's like no, like you're still having accountability to something.
I know better now.
Yeah,
There were days in my life where I didn't know better. I didn't feel conviction about weed. I didn't feel conviction about alcohol. I didn't feel conviction about certain things.
Learn from
And
this.
I know everybody goes, well, sin is sin. I get that, but we're all on a journey. So you have your relationship with God, and when
But
He
that
tells you
video where
something,
she was
that's
at the
what you
store
do.
with
Yeah,
the
I've been
$24,
convicted
that's
about
after
it.
this.
I was convicted.
Right. That's why I was
So-
confused with that
Won't forget the day. I remember
at
everything.
all. The video where she was in the
Just in the store, so
dollar store.
yeah, so I'm speaking into the vein, to the same instance where you just said maybe she'll learn. It's like, well, she's in the store trolling.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why she did that at all.
So we want you to grow.
I think she just really good at marketing herself online. Cause then stuff like this happens where people get on YouTube and make comments.
Exactly.
Thus elevating people wanting to watch her video or talk about her more, which gets her paid.
Yeah.
Just being more known. So in
That's
that
a fact.
realm, I mean, she getting a little bit of. She's trying to stretch the 15 minutes with the trolling stuff.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And it worked because people now was like, well, why? What do you?
Work is your discipline.
Discipline.
You've been in the gym, you've been doing your skincare routine, you've been fasting,
More compliments
you've
than
been on
her.
ice baths.
Ice baths.
Like,
I went
Once
first
in
time I did
time,
an ice bath was 20 seconds. I'm up to 4 minutes now.
crazy.
Sitting in the whole time I'm in there, I can do hard things. I can do hard things.
Mental,
What?
for sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. It's fighting your flesh.
Girl, I don't know
every
what that
single
has
day.
for you, Jesus.
Oh God, let me drink my water. I'm so.
Again, no
Because the
compliments,
mental
again, no
capacity
reciprocation.
And the mental strength that you're building right now in this season, it's nuts.
It's nuts.
I don't know what it's for.
It's
I don't think
mind-blowing.
you.
I don't know.
She said it's mind
Don't
blowing.
scare me, sis.
No, it's
I'm about
gonna
to
be crazy.
unzip. I'm sweating.
I'm like,
What do you think is happening?
I don't know.
You never seen me like this.
Mm-mm.
I don't know what's happening. Girl.
No, I've never seen you like this. I've never seen you this like, just on it. Like, I'm like Jesus. But you said I'll go get a piece of
She
sushi.
said, are you hungry? I said, yes. She said, you don't want to eat? Yes, I do want to eat. Yeah, come on, I wish you could eat in LA. I can't eat in LA. I mean, the first 3 days of my birthday trip in Saudi Arabia, I was out there with Connor. We were out there for 7 days. The first 3 days, I'm in a different country with amazing food. I did not eat for 3 days. I don't know what's going on with me.
But the thing about that, what just triggered in my brain.
Okay,
I was
I
fasting. I'm not, y'all. I'm not.
kind of admire how she, because some people can't accept compliments at all. So I kind of admire how she just accepts the compliment and she lets moments be about her. But so far it's been like 20 minutes.
Minutes of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of her friend just giving her compliments and she just like, exactly. And you know what else I struggled with that I overcame? So thank you for saying that.
Exactly. Now that you bring that up.
And it's good while we talking about how awesome I am.
Right, let me tell you about another thing that's gonna show you
No.
exactly why
I wish
I'm
you was
awesome.
almost as cool, so I could say something about you. But you know,
I ain't even said thank you. I didn't even think you was worth that.
because you know you're supposed to talk to me.
Crazy out here.
That's why she dressed like the first president of the United States. She feel like she deserves all
Solitude,
kinds
and
of credit.
it's like you really have to be
you know
able
I
to
do like the
support
outfit.
your friend during those seasons because it's like, and it's challenging.
It is.
Because you're changing, you're turning into
I'm
somebody
not
different.
feeling
Jesus,
that. But I mean,
you're different. And I'm like, who is she becoming? I don't even know.
yeah, you're right.
You're so different.
In what ways? This is crazy. We never talked about this.
All is
It's
given.
different. Like you're
I like the curtain ruffles. the most.
everything.
Am I different in any bad
That's
ways
my least favorite.
that you think I need to like?
Bad?
Yeah. Are there like any red flags different or different in like what? Like tell me. Like
No, I think the
It's
only
like a
red
romper.
flag would be that you're
But
so
it looked like a
in,
short dress.
inner right now
Mm.
that it is about you. And I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing.
Okay.
I see that as like, this is just the season you're in, it's something that you're navigating, and I don't even think you don't even know all that it is.
kind of like when you say about me like a selfish thing kind of.
Oh, you guys.
She's scared to say it. Body language, touching her neck.
Well, I mean, you said it. Selfish.
I don't know if I would say
I don't know if I would
selfish,
say that, but you did.
but I think you're just how we consider everybody else. We consider like you're considering you.
Okay. I mean that's kind of
You feel like
selfish
that.
season.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that, but I can
Oh, you
see.
don't? Yeah.
I do feel like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't use the word selfish, but I see how that can be selfish.
Or feel selfish to a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Whoa, she's deep.
Because
She's
she
deep.
just did the
That's
math
deep.
and undid it
And undid it.
quickly.
Called it what
She
it
was like,
was.
so what you trying to say? You trying to insult me? You better not be, because I don't think so.
Wait a minute, we need to run that back.
That was
Run that
crazy. How
piece.
she just
All in that one instance. That is a
That tells you
master
everything that you need to know.
manipulator. Wow.
and you know that really goes to show it's somebody for everybody, because her friend is just passive enough for that to have been, you know, they got a
That's what she
friendship,
has
so she
Mm.
don't mind it.
Yeah, and sticking beside your friend during those times.
You've
It's
been
like-
so supportive though.
Oh, did I go
Thank
back?
you.
So supportive.
Thank you. Yeah.
Even.
Everybody else we consider like you're considering you.
That's right.
Okay.
That,
You know, like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's the way, yeah, the way she.
Like,
I don't like what you're
she
saying.
already wasn't feeling it.
Mm. Watch yourself. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, I never even went live. Oh, wait.
Oh, you,
I'm still on
you
the
the
damn
one-
YouTube.
you the one person watching this.
I don't feel like that, but I can see. Yeah, I do feel like that.
Wait, 'cause this is a lot.
That's crazy.
This really is what I was looking for. Because the whole time I'm hearing the conversation, but I'm really reading the conversation.
Right.
Because I don't understand what y'all talking about. Well, I'm just not listening. I'm tuned out because I feel like the energy is kind
Exactly.
of one-sided.
That.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't use the word selfish. I see how that can be selfish.
Or feel selfish to a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
So I
agree.
don't think it's that. I think it's just something that the cost that you have to pay right now. I don't think it's something that you necessarily even want to do either.
Wow.
But it's just what you have to, the cost that you have to pay. Yeah, and sticking beside your friend during those times.
You've
It's
been
like-
so supportive though.
Thank you.
So supportive.
Well, I like that.
She
Yeah.
said thank you.
Yeah, this might be one of those things where, you know, sometimes people laugh when they're nervous. She might not be good at accepting criticism live, like while it's happening. Like we see what
Yeah.
because she's saying you're so supportive. Like, wow, I've been like that and you still stuck around.
And she know that because she been the one, doing certain things. Like not helping her when she was homeless.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should continue.
Let's continue.
I'm
But
trying to
listen,
get
I don't know this one person. Now, what I will say is, I don't know these people personally, but what I will say is, I remember B. Simone from the scene, the independent scene specifically. She used to be a lot of the open mics about 10 years ago, specifically with Sayari the Kid. He really introduced her to the scene from my knowing. Anytime I seen him anywhere, I would see B. Simone. You see what I'm saying? She lived here. I believe she is from Atlanta, yeah. So I met her on Peter Street. She would be at the Omen Agency. The Omen Agency, this is what I'm saying. You had to really be outside on the grind to really know about these spots. Omen Agency ain't even there no more, but it was a venue, and they also had studios at the bottom. I met DC Young Fly there a lot of different times as well, where me and him got cool from that moment, because he would be in there in the studio. I didn't even really know about the artistry. I mean, knew he was a, comedian because he'd be doing this thing on whatever, you feel me, on the phone. But this is before he blew. Like, the pictures we got look kind of grainy type vibe. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but B. Simone, she was kind of introduced through that way of Sayari the Kid, through his artistry. He had her, I believe, like, as a love interest for, like, some type of project. It was like an R&B type vibe project he was working on, and it was kind of based around her, where he did skits with her on the album and different things like that. So that was kind of how she was introduced.
And what was this?
This was like
It sounded like 2018.
This may have been like 17, 18. Yeah. This like between the window of 16 and 18. It was definitely was early. It was early for sure. But yeah, I never forget. Yeah, she was doing her modeling thing, and that was because I was like, well, what does she do? I was kind of confused about the whole thing. You feel me? I'm like, what does she have going on? So then when I began to see her on social media, and I dated somebody that was like, oh, I love her, and she was doing the boyfriend and all of that, I was kind of like, you feel me? I wasn't really sure.
She had so many errors.
She's had some errors. I wasn't sure what the talent was, y'all. Not a hater out here, but I understand. It's a segue now, baby. You could be chewing a piece of gum, and if you do it the right way, baby, you're going viral tomorrow. That's the type of thing. But if you are here rapping your blood, sweat, tears, telling your story, or not even rapping, doing something else, crocheting, doing your big one, crocheting your life away, having an amazing brand and business. You see what I'm saying? You could be doing all of these amazing things, but somebody get on here and act a damn fool or make a fool of themselves, they through the roof. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm saying about her brand, y'all. But here we are, though.
Those people, the thing about those brands, and I tell my YouTube this all the time, when you're doing something intentional and you're doing something in your purpose, you're going to have a slow journey to the top. But if you do some clownery, you get there quick, but then you'll slowly fall. But you end up falling. You'll
slowly disintegrate.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Like, when you think of like the baddies or something, they want to be actors. But who's gonna want to work with actors that was on baddies? Like, you'll get famous, and that's what you want. You want to be famous, but then what? What's step 2? You really only do UFC if they even have a women's chapter. But you really get stuck to doing like whatever it is people know you for. They don't want to know what else you got. But if you start out with a talent, like if you like a Jamie Foxx, for example, he had a slow climb to the top, and he had all other types of talents to show people as he got up there to become Jamie Foxx. Like, it's a difference.
Exactly. Come on now.
And then when you notice that she had so many different eras, where she was so many different people, she was never at any point herself. She was always in some kind of uniform.
Come on now, she dropped the major bombs and bars there, y'all. You gotta tap in on that. Went through so many different eras, because that's what it's about, right? Having many different layers. We want to be able to grow throughout this lifetime. I know people that are multifaceted. I'm multifaceted. She's multifaceted, right? That's okay, but throughout those times, are you remaining authentic to who you are? You see what I'm saying? And that's what she just spoke on, and that's so real. It makes me even think about what we went over in class today. We watched this TED Talk, and the guy was specifically talking about business, but like the integrity of it all, right? And he had a quote where he said, "The goal is to do business with people who believe what you believe. When we communicate from the inside out, the part of the brain that controls decision making and not language. Be driven by a cause, purpose, or belief. If you talk about what you believe, you will attract the same people."
Damn.
Y'all
talking about that
listen.
today?
We talked about this
That's
today.
crazy.
We went over this. Listen,
We
it
talking
was
about-
deep, and this is what we're going to right now, y'all. You have to remain authentic, like even through this world, y'all. People. Oh my God. You know,
Everybody's superficial.
listen, and I don't know the circumstances of our fallen sister, right? But there are so many people who are unaliving themselves, crashing out, taking a different route. Well, now they in jail for the rest of their life because they are not authentic to who they are, and they're trying to keep up with the materialism of it all. Do you see how you could end up on the deep end? Because you're trying to keep up. But if you was authentic to yourself, you would really have peace that surpasses all understanding.
I'm so glad they keep this with the clips.
Oh my God, y'all,
You
this
ate
is.
that. Oh, you just
Thank
ate
you, sis. No, I appreciate you. You know, it's God. This is for real. Like, wow. Oh my goodness.
I feel like I talk about this a lot because it can be, what's the word I'm looking for? Discouraging when you get on social media and you look at the amount of people that's watching you or liking you. As you grow with your audience, you start to develop a better sense of who you are, to say, okay, I've been doing this long enough to see that this many people like it, and you keep going with that and you'll grow. Or you could do something viral that you see a bunch of people doing, and then you stuck to only doing viral things. And now it's like, don't y'all know I also play the guitar. Don't nobody care about your guitar. They want to see you be a clown.
Come on, one trick pony. You'll box yourself in that way. And I'm not hating on nobody, and it's nothing but love to anybody who has taken that type of route and been able to find they bag in it, they success in it. Do your thing, but
We all just trying to
I always, for me, what I speak about and why I'm just grateful for my specific journey, because it comes with wisdom. Because you be out here like trying to compare yourself, right? You be, why ain't pulling up? Like, what? And some people ain't pulling up at all because they ain't alive, they ain't got a car, they don't have the wherewithal because they depressed, they won't even get up out their bed or room. You have to be grateful for what you have. Everything happens in the season, y'all. But I'm saying all of this to say, I'm bringing it back around to when you know you are out here living mission based, you don't compare. It's no comparison.
Yeah.
You out here being led by spirit and knowing like what I'm doing with my gift, I'm helping one way or the other. I'm not trying to keep up with society because, baby, you'll be trying to keep up forever. Come on now, let's get back into it.
This stuff is always ever changing.
Listen, you be done went crazy out here, y'all.
But so we are always changing too.
Absolutely.
If we allow ourselves to.
If we, come on now, we give ourselves the space, we give ourselves the permission, and take the accountability. Folks can't change because they don't want to take no damn accountability.
Come on, accountability.
And I haven't had like, you just,
Because what they talking about?
there's no
What we leave off.
tug or war. You just say, okay, this is what you're doing. Okay. You know, like you speak when it's something to say though. I'm like, listen. Yeah.
Shout out to the taps.
Yes, y'all keep double tapping the screen. It's free to support. I ain't asking for your CVC number on the back or your zip code off your debit.
Let's dig more there.
You see what I'm saying? But it's free to support. And if you want to drop a few treats in there, we appreciate that as well. The gifts are received and appreciated. We want to send love to the goddess Diamond. Rest her soul, y'all. Seriously. We got our pink on today. I was nervous about wearing the black, but I saw some other people in there with black. Come on. Period. Y'all, her obituary was so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my God. The whole service, y'all. I think I'm still stuck on that because unfortunately I don't have one because I would have put it on my mantle.
Yeah. You gotta print it.
I don't have to.
At least the front page.
At least the front page.
Mm-hmm.
The front page and where
collage.
Yes, and where it kind of was like the sermon of her life.
Oh, I didn't get that far. They started praying when you sent it to me. I had to close my phone.
Let me see, I'm gonna pull it up on the tablet, y'all, because I can pull it up big here. Yes, and I see where they have other people.
I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, but
I know, but it's like it's like technology has really made it to where I'm glad we at least have this, even though we wasn't able to get it physically.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Or if a lot of people couldn't be there, it's probably a cause of the pandemic.
Right, I'm showing her like we weren't there.
I want to see the.
Y'all, rest her soul. We love you so much, Diamond. We appreciate you. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your smile. Thank you for who you are. I'm not gonna say who you were, who you are, because you left your legacy here with us, and she's so beautiful, such a light. Shout out to the entire family for making sure you were sent away
in a
beautiful way and are resting in royalty. We love you. We love you, Queen. We love you. We love you, Queen. Y'all double tap the screen. Diamond, we appreciate you. We love you, Goddess. Such a beautiful ceremony and celebration of life. May she rest in wellness, peace, and royalty. The room was full of an abundance of love, and you could just feel it through and through. You really could. And so yes, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to be a part of that. Thank you to the family for making sure everyone was welcome to that. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I was saying, I would have made a video, but I took it, like I didn't post it. It was like gonna be a quick story, but I was just gonna say, rest well to Diamond. And even though, you don't always keep up with people at the latter part of your life or when years kind of go. Because these years slip by, y'all. We be 8, we be 9, we be 10, we be 12, we be complaining. I can't wait till I'm grown and I can do what I do. And then we get here and be like, where did that time go?
I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, or take me back. Because wait a minute, this shit's getting, Jordan gets ghetto.
We was grown in 2015, and that was 10 years ago. That is crazy.
It's hard out, y'all. It's crazy out here. It's literally crazy out here. So, wow. But no, I was saying something along the lines of like, even though you don't keep up in touch with people, they still impact you in a way. But I felt kind of like remiss about it, and I felt reluctant, and I just didn't post it because I was just like, this isn't a moment that I'm not even trying to like make this about me or make this like, oh, let me try to go into what our relationship was. Like, I know what that was for me. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate that time because although it was unfortunate, I was able to reflect and reminisce back on all of those beautiful moments. And it wasn't nothing but joy there, like just through and through. You know what I'm saying? So rest well to Diamond. We appreciate you. Yes, beautiful service today.
She was such a beautiful spirit. I'm glad that people turned up the way they did. It was traffic getting out. I was happy to see that. Even though I was sick of the traffic, it's just like, wow.
Right,
you had this
right.
many people love you to be doing something right. People from all walks of life. People from her job showed up. Like, I don't know too much about showing up for coworkers. Is that bad? probably wouldn't show up for Cole's funeral.
It just really depends on like impact.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, there are people when I was in that traditional way of working about 10 years ago, for real, to be honest, when I was in that, doing that type of clocking in, clocking out type of vibe, there were people that I worked with and managers that really looked out for me. I didn't have a car at the time. They was picking me up and making sure I got to my money or making sure I got the extra hours and making sure I got home. Just things that it's just like, wow, absolutely. If something happened to those people during that time, yes, for sure. For sure. Unfortunately, sometimes you're not able to keep up with people and it don't be no love lost or any bad blood. Like life just time, distance changes, people get married, people move, people
like we so used that it's like, oh, you haven't liked my post in 5 weeks. We must not be cool. Like it just be little stuff.
y'all
Cause they'll unfollow you and then y'all don't see each other anymore. Cause I be going through my social media like, didn't I used to follow so and so and one of us unfollowed each other and then I never see them anywhere ever again. And then they cross my mind. And then years go by after you was cool with somebody, all you remember is the good stuff. The small petty thing that kept y'all away from each other don't matter when you happy to see somebody after some time has passed. But it's like a normal thing to not really see people all the time. And talk to people all the time. But if you had love for them at any point in your life.
At any point where it really impacted you,
and it's good to be there for them.
It's good to be there. And then it also really matters as well because not only did the person who may have passed away impact you, but they had a close circle of friends that you knew and are impacted by too. So you're there in support of the friends as well. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all encompassing. So it had to be there, definitely.
You're becoming whoever God has called you to be. I know that.
Okay. As long as I'm not going down the wrong path.
No, I don't think. I think
maybe she's just accepting it.
One of the things that we talked about was coming from our friendships, traumas, and all the things that we've experienced within our friendships publicly.
Yes.
Would you say that we've experienced trauma?
We had a real conversation.
Check me.
I mean, maybe like
you were like
some arguments. I wouldn't say trauma. And I can't even really think of like no hardcore arguments. Like where we was ever cursing at each other and like that has never happened.
Forget it. He was like,
people want to say
that they're discerning.
We argue like sisters.
Only concerned with somebody bad.
Let me talk. And then we start talking and it's like, and that's what I was trying to say before. Like,
or niggas just get silent. Because when you had to get me together, I just be silent and I have to just listen in.
Like, we have healthy conversations. That's why.
Yeah, definitely.
Very complicated.
And now you move with this like this guard up, this fear, this.
Yes, I was about to say. So glad you called it. We fluid long people here. Yeah. It's sort of like a bread turning down.
Oh my God, your memory.
I remember some of the stuff. Not everything.
Don't be fooling long people.
We was jokes. I don't understand. We laughed so much.
You're paranoid.
Was he supposed to be outside?
It's anxiety.
I think we could. Guess we wasn't the only people. I mean, we did used to do more.
It's like a guard is up. Yeah. I've never been like that in my life. And I feel like I'm coming out of that slowly. Yeah. But there was a little moment where I had it like I was heavy. I was
what was the other one? It's sort of like
I do not want to be like this.
That's what
I hear it in my mouth.
But I just said, I mean, it's sort of like a bird turning down some bread.
Yeah, you were like,
But that was the right way.
let's catch it. Yeah, let's catch it. Yeah, that's what swallowed it though. 'Cause you
That's just like Jocelyn
Okay.
when she was like,
The grandma's the baby.
the grandma's the baby, and then a fan saw her and was like, Jocelyn, the grandma's the baby, and she was like, yeah, the mama's the baby. No, she was like she said it the right way, whatever the right
I
way
did
is.
not see that.
The grandma's the baby, and she was like,
Yeah, the babies.
Are you grandma? Helping you, baby. When I
no, she was like, the baby's the mama's.
living with my parents,
And he was like,
all this happened to me this
Like, girl, that's not it.
like,
then it's like
you weren't supposed to do that. People was like, oh, I can tell she's sober. I'm so glad she's not, doing drugs.
to help them.
Girl, no. That's not what we hear.
I
You
love
just
it. That's my
speak
soul,
English
and I can
correctly.
get. Nobody give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't
She was having.
Wait, rewind that, because this is where she's talking about when she was homeless.
For my own thing, I had to get
Because
my
I
car
keep
repossessed.
reminding you.
Jesus. I had to.
Yes.
And
She about to get to this.
sometimes when the public perception is like being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks that, oh, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you guys are helping you. Baby, when I tell you, didn't have a job, living with my parents, a single mom, all this happened to me this past year. Jesus. And then it's like to not have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, I love him. That's my soul. And I can't nobody didn't give me a handout. But guess what? That wasn't your
And I can't get a penny. She didn't.
God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed. Jesus. I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid. Because I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest. Because if I literally, nobody they're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now.
Right.
All this year. In less than 12 months. What? But I said all that to say, like, I don't even know what was it?
Does she not know that?
Not being resentful, it's both. It's you knowing, oh, that's not your responsibility, and it's me knowing I can help the right people.
Yeah, but the flip side of that is like, okay, not me. Everybody has their own lesson.
Right.
Mine was like, okay, don't be resentful. You were trying to fight through bitterness or unforgiveness, whatever.
I did that already.
Right. Like, okay, if God, would you listen or would you allow the would you allow
And the bitterness,
to come between that? Everybody has a responsibility.
Not even Shekinah some money, anything. If God said it, just because you're heartbroken, God said go, that's your husband, but now you fearful because the last nigga cheated, you done missed out on the whole blessing.
Okay. How you feel about what they saying so far? I feel like once again, she just let the friend say it. She's like, yes, and let's talk about something else now.
Yeah, it took the heat off of her. And the friend, when she was talking, and she was just like, I was, at the food stamp line, I was under the bridge with a thing begging for change. Basically, I mean, she didn't say that, but that was pretty much, she was saying she had hit rock bottom, and it isn't anyone's responsibility, right? But I feel like when you've been placed on a plateau and been put in a position of abundance, especially with finances, and if you can help, nobody is asking you to do something all the time or put these now you got their bills on auto pay on your card. But if you know somebody is in a rut, what is it to you if you really have the bandwidth? I talk about that all the time, man. If I had the bandwidth, bro, everybody be straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a limited bandwidth and you know what I mean? You in between bandwidths, you can do what you can do and show up in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Because it ain't always about the monetary, right?
Say that.
You see what I'm saying? But saying that to say, like, again, when she was talking about that, when the friend was talking about that, saying, yeah, I was, and she was like, I saw you help other people and I couldn't ask you for it. And she stopped herself and started talking about something. She didn't even feel comfortable saying, I couldn't ask you for a penny. That shit hurt to her, I'm sure. But then just not even feeling comfortable. Yes. And then not even feeling comfortable enough to go to a person like B. Simone who gonna always find their way up out of it. She gonna talk her way up out of it where the friend is still finding a way to be like, but you know what? Even though you had me living in a tent, that was my own lesson. And B. Simone is like, Jesus. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. My favorite person. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Rest well to our beautiful friend Diamond. We love you. Just talking about her obituary. Let me show the new people who just came in. I just want y'all to see how the family really did it up for her. Shout out to Shakana as well for taking care from top to bottom, okay? From the wake to the burial. So I'm sure the processional, like, she did an amazing job. She's absolutely walking in her power. And you just don't know, who be family with who. I know Chicana, obviously from the entertainment space, and it ain't like we besties, but there's mutual respect there. And we've had conversations through some other conversations that she needed clarification on, right? Some personal conversations that I was able to hold space for her, which I was grateful to even be able to do that. But saying all of that to say, to see her at my friend's wake, and she like, oh my God, my cousin? Like, oh, but just to even know, like, I'm just glad I showed up and was able to show up. I was in my head about it, like, when you ain't spoke to somebody in a while, right? But you understand the impact that they had on you during that time you did speak, right? You see what I'm saying? And it was no love lost. Y'all know how it is. Some of us don't even speak to extended family like that. Ain't no love lost. Y'all know what it is. It be a lot going on, but she doing her big one, y'all. I ain't letting nobody talk down on her. I'm proud of her. I had to let her know that, the queen, I'm proud of you. She laid her cousin and my good friend to rest the right way. Here is the front of the obituary. They also had it as digital copy so people could take them to go. Don't play. Okay? Y'all see what's going on? It was a beautiful, well put together service. The queen that was singing brought the house down.
Oh my God, I found it.
Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you. Always showing love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kay. Reese, I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay.
Being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks
Thank
because
you.
you're connected to this person,
I went
then
back a little bit, but it's about to
your
come
life
out.
is just as great as theirs.
Thank you.
Helping
Appreciate you. I
Baby,
hope you are
when I tell
well.
you didn't
I
have a
hope
job,
you are blessed. This is
didn't
my
put
best
up your
friend,
a single
Jade.
mom,
But her
all this
nickname
happened to me
is
this
Smoe,
past year, Jesus.
Smakisha,
And then it's like to not have resentment
Priscilla
towards you
P.
because I saw you
I'm
do this to other
Smo.
people.
I'm not
As
Priscilla.
well.
I saw
You
give a
sometimes
shit
I have called you Priscilla. You ain't
to
necessarily
help
agreed
people,
with it, but
and it's like, God,
Priscilla is.
I love you.
I know
And
I call Brianna that.
nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That was
You see that, Bree?
Girl, but don't even do that because y'all was getting a separate picture where I was like, okay, let them do their thing.
Cause you was off doing your
No, I was trying to get in it, but you was kind of like, you kind of had it like that.
You had separate. Oh,
because
come on.
whenever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest because everybody around you, nobody would ever, literally, nobody would ever, they're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now. All this year.
In less than 12 months.
Wait, no.
No, we missed it. We gotta go back.
Yeah, it was
But
like
I
at
said all that to
31,
say.
It was like at 31:40, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if you. Thank you for the crowns.
I had to be on.
Appreciate you. I don't know if y'all got into this. I got into the clips and it was just the gist of it with the B. Simone thing of how she, was her friend.
So that's why they started talking about resentment. Cause she was like, I seen you doing that and I couldn't ask you for nothing. And then they changed.
she's changed it to be, yeah, don't be resentful about that. What?
in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help them through whatever they went through. And it's like, God, like, I love her. That's my soul. And I can't get a.
God, I love her from the depths of my soul, and I can't get a penny.
She
But
wasn't
she
about
don't
to
say
it. Oh,
She doesn't say it.
That's crazy how you picked up on that.
Nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess
I
what?
can't get a. Nobody
Nobody give me a handout.
Wow.
Switch their whole thought.
That wasn't your responsibility.
That was.
God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed.
She's
Jesus.
I had to go through the food stamps line. I had to be on Medicaid. Because whatever I'm building my story too. But it's like, as a friend somebody who has it, it's hard to digest because everybody around you, nobody would ever, they're probably shocked that I'm even saying this right now.
It's so crazy because
all this year.
People who don't have none of that, they help their people like with way less.
That's what I'm saying. With way less in a bank account, way less resources. Even if you don't have it, be small. You don't have peers that you could have called and said, "Hey, XYZ," or can we put? This is what I'm saying. Ain't nobody looking for no handout. She don't even seem like that type of person.
Right.
That's why she's been stepped all over. Because she's not the type of person to show up for herself, but constantly showing up for B. Simone. Damn.
That's a fact. Speak on that. People don't be ready for that. That's a whole bar.
Listen.
When you give too much, you don't always get blessed for that. You got to know when it's your turn to receive.
It got to be boundaries.
You got to give a space to receive your blessings from.
Yes, it's supposed to be reciprocal. Like God wants us to know our worth out here too.
Yeah, you got to give a little to get a little. But that's the other thing I was saying with certain people, they can't accept. So they opposite. She accepts way too much. Like the friend don't have much to give, but emotional support and like the kind of stuff that you can't pay for. So she's there for that, and then the friend, for her to get what them offering their friendship, she don't do that. She probably outweighs it. Like money is more important than the emotional support you've clearly been giving me. But who knows how long?
That back tenfold, but just
that was another point in our relationship.
Yeah.
Recently, I had this opportunity, and I called you, and I told you about it, and you were just okay. And you called me back.
I called her right back, y'all. I was so convicted. I was so convicted.
You were like, I didn't like how I felt when you told me that. And I was like, what do you mean? Like,
That's
I
what
I'm talking this out in real time. But whatever it is, I don't like what I felt. And I said, did you feel jealous? And you were like, I don't think I feel jealous. But like, will we be able to do what we did before?
Yeah.
Will it happen for us again?
Yeah.
And that's when that's how we got on the conversation of you letting go of your hurt and not being traumatized by your past.
Because we went through all the emotions. Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you jealous? I was like, I'm not jealous because I don't want what you have. I'm sad and I'm angry and I'm upset that I'm not doing it with me.
Yeah.
Like she literally said that. Yo, you cannot make this up. What is this?
Like you was like trying to summarize her,
right?
But
and she literally said it.
Yeah.
Like
she's crazy.
That is a red flag. Like, I mean, I'm happy that you getting the things that I want. I'm only happy because I feel like it's achievable since you doing it. It must be easy. That's what it gives. Like, you don't try that hard to do. I know I work harder than you, so whatever you got, all I got to do is introduce myself to them, and I'll take it.
Right, and whatever you're accomplishing, if it doesn't have anything to do with me, I feel some type of way about that.
Yeah, like she owns her.
Like, so are we not gonna be able to do what we used to do anymore? Now that you have whatever opportunity coming along? It's like, girl, but don't you get opportunities all the time? I'm sure.
I don't even understand that energy. Like, that's so foreign.
She's crazy.
like, oh, okay, you gonna do your own thing, like without me? Be
You mean to tell me we're not married?
that's maybe she. You know what? She's super Christian. She might be one of those like that.
Is she super Christian out here?
That's what you.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Just
She in the
know.
church. Listen, if she in the church with booty cutters on, I'm not. I don't know.
It's new Christian. Well, first of all, Christianity to me is.
Listen, it is all over the place. Marvin Sapp telling people you can't leave until you donate 40,000
Oh yeah,
in the collection plate. Yeah, lock the doors. Nobody leaving. You know. So listen, I just like to pick apart my points. You know, from whatever the message may be. You see what I'm saying? But I don't get too lost in the sauce about it. But no, she's about it here. She really is.
We're not working together.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that.
Control.
Yo, let me say something. Anybody
Oh,
else
you
feel like-
can't say it. I don't have that control. It was on the tip of your tongue.
I put you on, I put you in position. I like doing it together.
You do.
How can we do this together? How can we make money together? How can we build together? How can we grow together? How can we all pitch in together? How can we be millionaires I want to do it together.
Yeah.
And there was a point in my life where I had that and it was
How can y'all?
so I feel like since that has ended, that season, I've always yearned for it again. But it's just been a season of solitude for 2 damn years.
The longest season ever.
The longest season ever.
Yeah.
And I think, I know that was, but I was so convicted. I called you right back. I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Like your friend, she just told me she was doing something so bomb,
Yeah.
so great. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
This
Yeah,
has
it's
to
like,
get out of my heart, for sure.
Like, what?
But if we just did that, nobody's looking for the perfect friend.
Man,
I just want my friends to be aware
and honest.
and honest. I'm okay if you feel a little jealous.
Address it and fix
Say
it.
it.
Pray about it.
Literally.
Let's purge your heart.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And so many relationships will last and outstand the test of time.
The friend
She
is always smoothing it out because
She's
she's a
being
good
gaslit.
friend. Right? No, she
Are you
is.
okay? You looked at me kind of funny. Like, what are you feeling? Are you
The
feeling
friend
your
is she's a great person.
Are you mad? It's
She's
like,
so
no,
patient.
nigga, I'm not.
Exactly.
But that, like, until somebody tells her that these things are wrong and explains why, it might not be like to me. This gives like a self-esteem thing where you don't have to have your friends show up the same way that you show up for them. Cause I've been there with like a self-esteem thing where I'll put myself down here and elevate the needs of other people. So sometimes that's a self-esteem thing, and sometimes I could be projected, and maybe that's what her personality is. Like she just is the kind of person who literally don't need people to show up in any way except the way she can show up. Like maybe her cup runneth over with support, and she don't need a friend who also is as supportive. Until she's a single mom, so she's probably more worried about kids than herself.
Exactly.
And she was losing a car. Like you need a car to go to work, so then it started to show itself a little bit better for her. I don't know. Oops.
Not Ice Spice. Girl, where the hell you been?
Kate Spade, okay. Model, I know that's right. That's what she should be doing.
That's all she need to be doing.
I don't know why she started out with music. She was a beautiful girl.
Listen.
We shouldn't have known she's
But do you think I'm a good friend? That would be a question for one of my friends. You know what I mean?
I
Anything
feel like you
that I
cutting
can
the
do
sound
better
back
this
on the
season,
first part.
let's say it right now and let's say it publicly. I think you
on the words, babe.
Right after saying she was an amazing.
It's the best way I can describe. Okay, this happened,
Mhm.
and my grandma passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And you said,
I was crying, you let me talk through it, and it was the best conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then
wait, go back. Hold on, go back to when she said, "Do you think I'm a good friend?" And let's just go through the whole process of her not wanting to walk in her truth of how she really feels about their friendship. She is having an internal battle. I think you're an amazing friend. She steps out with not telling the truth first. She leads with a lie.
That would be a question for one of my friends. You know what I mean?
She contradicts
that I can do better in this season. Let's say it right now, and let's say it publicly, and let's hold me accountable to making those steps. I think you're an amazing friend. I think you
Okay, wait. 'Cause
Did you
she's
see
not
where her
talking
eyes went?
you.
right up to the sky. She's looking
It's the
for
best way to
answers.
describe. Okay, this happened.
Okay.
And then she goes into a
story.
scenario
That is like
that contradicts her being a good friend. This is the type of story she about to go into.
And my grandma passed away. And you said, I was crying, you let me talk through it, and it was the best conversation. And then you were like, let me know what you need. You know, if you want me to come over, if you want to bring flowers, if you want me to do this. And it's like, in those moments, I don't want you to say that. I just want you to come over with flowers. I didn't want you to be like, Jesus. You feel weird asking somebody to do certain things like that.
Wow.
In a moment of grief.
Wow.
So it's like,
hold on. I want to point something out too with what I noticed in this conversation. She has already prepped this girl for the kind of answers that she's supposed to give her. We've already seen this throughout this conversation. Well, she'll ask her something and be like, you know, you're not supposed to ask you, do you think I'm a good friend? Because no. You know, first of all, she's not going to do that. She's not that kind of person. But it's like certain things, like she probably didn't want to come over and bring the stuff, so she asked. And I noticed that's a thing with people ask you for things that you need when they know that you're not somebody that likes to
Ask them because they don't really want to do it.
But they get the accolades for having asked.
Right. As long as they know I asked.
And you know this person, so you know that they would love if you came over.
Exactly.
They just
because they would do the same for you. Exactly. And you don't even have to ask.
Exactly, because she's the type of person
that type of person.
Supports. And when you get to ask, and then they don't like to ask anything, so it's their fault that you didn't show up. So you can't be mad, right? Like I offer, and you know
she is off the chain.
Because and then these type of people too, they'll turn around and say, well, you know, I would come, but I'm so busy. So you know, I had to get you those flowers. So like it'll be a thing in the future that you had to come because they asked you to. Like,
right.
Well, I had to come bring you that. So now I was late to my next thing. Like it just always is an additional thing. It's a manipulation type thing.
Like, I don't think you're a bad friend. I think you're you're an amazing friend, you're a supportive friend, you're a friend that will offer the clothes off your back. You are always there. I think it's just moments of comfort that I think you can show up without permission. Yes. Wow. Yes. Wow. I love that. Yeah. I think in past this may be a trauma thing in you though. Well, in the past, I felt forced to show up. It was performing. It was. So now I'm like, all right, I ain't that friend don't want that much. It was so maybe and I don't require a lot. And you don't require a lot. Yeah. But it's like it goes
we can tell.
Yes, exactly.
That deserve it. Doing it.
And them the type of friends she wants.
That's the kind of people that don't take advantage of it. Doing.
She can't have any other kind of friend. She
unlearning. So it's like
get away with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, in the past, but out of a place of obligation, out of a place of fear. So it's I get that. I can do that. Yeah. And I think what that friend taught you, what that friend was teaching you, were things that you have to have in your friendship. So. Okay, like what? Like that. Oh, okay. Like that. Okay. Like that was from a place of whatever control, fear,
and you did it out of obligation, but like when you really love somebody and that person is your friend,
You do it.
that's how you show up.
Okay.
Yeah. But other than that, I think, yeah, showing up without, what did you say?
Showing up without permission. I love that.
Showing up without permission.
Wow.
She got to her own horn.
Can I write that down?
That's good.
Thank you. I'm gonna put it in my notes.
Well, I know what I'm working on.
She is a piece.
Okay, do you think you're a good friend? And why?
Oh, you
Say
think you're
no
a
things
woman.
that. What you think she gonna say about herself?
She's gonna downplay herself.
Absolutely.
I can already see the body language. She touching the pillow. She adjusting herself. Well, I think she's not even firm in it, like knowing who she is. Like, what you mean? Look at your posture.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna say, I have my moments, or like
Mm-hmm.
you said,
She gonna find a way to relate to be
so that
someone.
she don't feel so bad for
Mhm.
being a better friend, and everybody can see that.
I am.
But she don't need that.
I have a pure heart. I think that I'm a nurturing friend. I think that I can grow in
Yes.
my friendships with my communication. I'm bad at my phone.
Mhm.
Everybody, I think I lose friends because I'm bad at my phone. But it's an extra trauma for me. My phone, I get a little anxiety.
Same.
I do. If somebody
Not a
calls,
little
I'm
bit.
laughing because I know. You know why?
Yes.
You know why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I saw that name on my phone, baby. I wanted to turn the phone off and say it was dead.
Yeah. So I think, yeah. Do you think I'm a great friend?
I do. I think you have pure intent. I think
Quick with
You-
it. Okay,
Quick.
this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I do.
easy.
It's easy to go straight to it.
It's easy because your story don't change when you tell me the truth. You could come up with every reason because that's what it is. It's gonna be the same shit today. It's gonna be the same shit in 2065.
And we'll still be here.
But she had to. I mean, my grandma died. Like what? You remember 15 years ago when Mima died and you asked me if I wanted flowers? That was a great friend. Because she didn't actually show up for her. She just asked.
She just asked. Like, is there anything I can do for you?
Love really hard. I think when you say you're gonna do something, like pray, like I'll pray for you or intercede, like we don't talk about the spirit. Like, that's a great fucking friend. Excuse me, Lord. That's a great friend. Like if I say pray about this, I know you're in your prayer room praying about it. If like the other day when I was like, oh, we haven't prayed yet, but I'm like, I know, yeah. You're like, okay, like let me know, like I need to pray. I was like, let's pray. Yeah, like let's go. Like like that is a spiritual covering I know I have with you. I trust you spiritually. Yeah. I trust that if God, even what you said to me about the awards. Like we could talk about that. Like, are you glad you didn't do that, or are you? I don't feel either way. I don't feel like I missed out on anything. Yeah. So let's just say that. I don't feel like I needed to. Yeah. But I don't feel like I don't feel either way. I'm neutral about it. Yeah. Like I'm not like, oh, why didn't I? I haven't even thought about it. Yeah. But
Yeah, y'all, that's me and my business partner, Jaede, and I'm gonna give you guys a little BTS on how the LTTA app came about. It all started in 2021 when we launched Close Friends and took over the internet.
This is the app
Maybe
that
this
she
was
put the
before
money
Instagram
into. I
even
guess
had
that she lost her.
Okay, what this really
That's why
showed
she
me
said
was
she
is how important
Can't
community
do
was
women
to my
dance without the
audience.
right channel.
After working on some major projects and taking a trip to London and China, we really started to focus and hone in on the LTTA app.
The vision, our vision?
Yes, I love that.
I love it too.
Imagine being able to build
This
anything.
that was a commercial. Like,
That's what I'm
this is
saying. So is this part of the thing? Branding again? Okay.
randomly slapped.
We are so excited. So stay tuned as I take you guys on this journey and show you guys the real, the raw. Building this app is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And I also know and believe it's going to be one of the most beautiful, biggest projects I've ever worked on in my life. We've been working on this for over the past 2 years, countless productions, countless
I'm gonna go check on Adeline. I'm gonna
countless
go
Zoom
to
calls, just idea after idea after
No, she
idea,
didn't.
but it's been so worth it.
Yeah.
starting something new, it's evolving something that was already there.
That we've been working on. Yes.
Oh, thank you, God. Only on the LTTA app. Right now, you guys, the app is invite only, so go to ltta.app to unlock your invite. Good luck and hope to see you inside.
I was, I had like I thought I had a vision. I think I did, but she was like, "Are you sure it wasn't the enemy?" I was like, "Well, why would the enemy tell me to do this?" I just saw myself walking down the red carpet holding my Bible. Right? We're gonna talk about it? Yeah, I'll say it. I don't care. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, like I was kind of excited about it, but I was a little nervous. And I was like, that's when I was like, okay, did God tell me to do that? Because I'm scared. I'm not scared, but I'm nervous to do it. And I was just gonna like walk down the red carpet holding my Bible on the red carpet. I was like, nobody's ever done this. Like, I don't know if I felt like I was making a statement, or she kind of was like, what is the intent though? And are you sure God told you that? And we went back and like she challenged me on it. Yeah. She was like, I don't want it to be taken as mockery. I don't want it to be taken as like it's a joke. She's like, I'm like, you just had the shorts with the blazer. Yep, you just. I'm like, and I don't give a fuck. Like, you don't care. Yeah. Like, and I was like, I really feel like. It's just like I feel comfortable. I think it's negative. I was like, we went back and forth. I was like, nobody would care if I had Jeremiah 29:13 on my back. But we draw the line at carrying the Bible, like carrying the word. I can carry a purse, but I can't carry the word. Like, and we just went back and forth, and she made me think. She made me think about it. I'm like, okay, like maybe. I don't know, you know, maybe I should, or whatever. But my point, I ended up not carrying the Bible down the red carpet. Which, you know, she was like, all right, what is the intent behind it? And I was like, I think the intent is just, I don't remember what I told you. I texted you. You were like, I don't know. But, oh, you know, you did. You ended up saying that the intent is to, I was talking about it in real time. Let me see what I text you, because I want to know what I said. I think for me, my point was like, you're a comedian. Like, this could be looked at as mockery. Or people would take it as a joke. What else? And then I'm like, I don't give a fuck about people. Yeah, like, so I can't hold the Bible. I think, you know, like, so we went. I trust your relationship with God that I listen to you. Eve, you either gonna see the glass half full or the glass half empty. You're either gonna see it as a negative and mockery, or you're gonna see it as a beautiful statement to represent Christ on the carpet. When I saw that, I was so excited about it. Yeah. I was like, it was beautiful.
But I think for me, right now, in this season, as I see you walk through this season of solitude, it's like your aura and your light is that.
For sure. And I believe that. I know that.
And letting people see
any room I walk in. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. But I'm saying.
I'm sorry. I don't think I could do too much longer. I think I get it. She was not giving great energy in this particular interview. What's her friend's name?
Shanika something.
Shakana?
Or Shakina.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I see what everybody's saying.
Yeah, right.
Letting people know.
And that was, you know, I really gave it a chance because I was only going off the clips because sometimes that's all you need to see, right? But I did get to see a little bit more of the meat of it, but it's still further confirmed because even from one of the clips, I caught the part where she was about to say pennies, and I remember saying it to myself like, damn, I need to see this whole thing because what's going on here?
I couldn't ask you for a penny is crazy. I mean, we not the let me get some money type friends.
I know, but
like
I know if niggas was asking, it would have to be because you really needed it.
Exactly.
Because we not even that tight.
Yeah.
Niggas could be on their last. I'm still not. You know what I'm saying? You gonna shake and bake. That's just like niggas ain't built like that. Some people are built differently. You know, but some of us is just like no. Like I'm not even gonna. I got a burden, and I ain't gonna burden my friend with it because it ain't that deep.
Yeah,
you feel me? If it ever became that deep, it's like you know it's deep.
But I feel like we would both be good with paying the other back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that would be heavy on her. Like, so just to assume, because I wouldn't think that she was for her friend to give it to her. Like, just let me have it. I think she would expect her to pay. Like, you couldn't even give her the opportunity to pay you back because she can't ask you for a penny. It's crazy. Like, that's just. That's just sad. You got to be careful who you call your friend.
All day long.
Oh. It ain't nobody. Well, I appreciate
All of y'all.
Oh, I got 6 likes though.
Blessings, blessings, blessings.
You can stop all that by ending your stream.
Oh,
Sound like a woman. What's your WhatsApp?
that was coming.
Wasn't missing nothing.
YouTube was not the platform it once used to be.
But girl, it don't matter.